Hello everybody and welcome to Hang Out with Heather. I'm your host, Heather, as I'm sure you could assume. And today I'm here to talk about sustainability and why thrifting is so important. And you might see that I have my dogs in the background, so I hope that you enjoy that. I want to do this video outside. Well, it's kind of nice out. It might look like it's going to rain, but I figured this is the perfect topic to talk about outside. So, before we get started, pretty much everything that I wear has been thrifted. I love thrifting. It's great to be a baller on a budget, if, kids say that. I don't know. But I just personally like it more because my fashion sense doesn't really align with the typical, well, my cat wants to get up on my lap. This is Soxy. My fashion doesn't really align with the typical fashion of most teens these days, so it's just more convenient for me to thrift anyways, because it's more like retro clothing, I guess. But I feel like some people don't realize how thrifting actually impacts the environment. I'm swatting flies away, I'm sorry. But it's huge. I mean, fast fashion is an awful industry. And some people don't realize it, which is why I'm here to inform you. But fast fashion, by definition, is like fashion, or like clothing that you would get at like Walmart or like Forever 21, and just... Okay, sorry, hold on 1 second. Thought this would be cool to show you, but little grasshopper, whoops, just jumped on the plant next to me. Sorry, just wanted to show that, sorry for the intermission. And we're back, sorry, that was just pretty cool and I wanted to show you. But, okay, so fast fashion, on track, I know. But clothing that you would get at like super cheap, like I said, at Walmart or like even like the dollar store, they sell clothing there. Ooh, there was some thunder. Maybe it'll rain. And I might have to take it inside then. So there's a couple cutouts, I'm sorry. But it is terrible for the earth as a whole, as so many people... It's called fast fashion because people are going to wear it maybe a couple times because it's in style for a while, and then it ends up getting thrown away and ends up in landfills. And in areas where a lot of the clothing is made, like in India or in China, like that clothing might end up back there, and like you should see the huge just piles of clothing that they have in landfills and just in their water. It is awful. There's just so much. And if more people were to see that, they would be like, oh, yeah, that's not so good. But a lot of people just like to ignore it because it's more convenient for them to get that quick fashion, the super cheap, kind of one and done thing. And that's why thrifting is like so big, because first off, if you're so insistent on buying this fast fashion, when you're done with it, don't throw it away. Donate it instead. It costs nothing for you to donate it. And then it will help more people, or it'll extend that piece of clothing's lifetime. I'm sorry, I can't speak. And so there's somebody out there that will appreciate it a lot more than you might. And that's a fact. Like, sometimes you'll get clothing that you think, oh my god, this is so awesome, and then it doesn't fit right, or you just don't like the way it looks on you, and then you're like, oh well, guess I'll throw it away. Don't throw it away. Donate it. I mean, I go thrifting. I used to go a lot. I don't go as often anymore now that I have a lot of clothing. But I always, like when I'm done with clothes, I put it in a bag and I bring it to my local Salvo or to Goodwill or whatever one I decide to bring it to, just because it completes a cycle. I mean, there's been so many times where I've gotten things from the Salvo and then a year or so later returned it to that exact same Salvo for it to be loved again. And that's just what's important. And even if you decide that you want to get clothing and alter it, because yeah, there might be something cute that you like and it may not fit, buy it anyways. At the Salvation Armies and stuff, it can be like $3. Like on Wednesdays, my favorite days, they always have half off, so of the 5 tags, usually 4 of them will be half off. So get the cheap clothing there and alter it if you want to, but it's just so much better to get it there than to get it at these big brand name stores. Because it's so bad for the environment to continue supporting these big industries that are producing this cheap clothing, usually in kind of slave labor, I guess, like in these warehouses in China or in less developed areas where they're taking advantage of child labor and just super cheap labor. So these people might be making your clothing that you wear a couple times for pennies, and you wear it once and throw it away. It's like a waste. Like, why are they wasting their life for you to conveniently buy some clothing and when you're done with it, throw it away? Personally, my ethics, I can't watch that happen and just allow it. Oh, for me. I mean, if you want to do that, whatever, just let that sit on your shoulders. But that is not going to be my burden to bear. And, I mean, yes, sometimes I do get things from Walmart, but I use it over and over again. I'm not someone who's just going to buy it and then wear it once. Like, I have a dress that I got at Walmart that I wear all the time, because I like it. And I will continue to wear it until I cannot wear it anymore, and then when I'm done, I'm going to donate it. It's that simple. I mean, if you don't have any donation ports near you, then send it with somebody who can go and donate it. I mean, there's really not very many excuses you can use to not donate your clothing. I mean, if you can't get out of the house, then my question is, how'd you get that clothes in the first place? But besides that, like, there will be some way that you can go and donate. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to. And even if you just give it to somebody, like your neighbor, like if you have a neighbor that you like, and give them the clothes. It's so easy just to extend that shirt's lifetime, you know? It's very important to me that we recycle these things that we take advantage of, because this world, it's the only one we have. In reality, I mean, yeah, we have like Mars or whatever, or like the moon, and they're trying to find other planets that we can live on, but why not we work on our planet first? I know that some people are like, oh, well, global warming is fake and blah blah blah, the Earth isn't going to die. Yeah, it's not going to die. We are going to die, and the Earth will continue to live on. And for some people that have this tenacity to live so much, then why do they not care about the Earth? And yes, go ahead and get your metal straws, but realize that when you do that, you're just supporting these big businesses that are going to be, profiting off of your fake care, because it's not just about the turtles. It's about everybody. Like, any plastic that you use is bad. And if you can recycle it, good, you should, you know? And you can't say, oh, I'm just going to not use any more plastic straws because of the turtles, blah, blah, blah. And if you're making that commitment, then you should do that all over, like all across the board. Like, make bags out of your shirts, like reusable tote bags. You can do that for super easy, no sew. Even I might even make a video about how to do that, because it's just so important. And I feel like people don't realize that. And there's so many ways that you can reuse things that people don't even think about. And of course there's going to be tons of things online, which you should go, like, you have that resource, and you should take advantage of it. I just don't see why people don't care. Because people will think about things for a brief amount of time, and then out of sight, out of mind. For example, I'm just going on a tangent here, I'm sorry, but I am very passionate about it. With Flint, Michigan, and their water crisis, people thought about it for a couple of months, but it's been years now, and they still don't have clean water. And if you say that you're going to make this impact, and you're going to try and help the planet, then you can't just do one thing and stop. You really have to make that commitment. So, obviously, we're not all billionaires. We can't donate tons of money for these organizations to help these people. But it starts small, and if everybody starts to do this, like, different things, then it will make that larger impact. So, definitely thrift your clothing. Don't support fast fashion, because even just these large companies, they are always going to take advantage of these people, because they know that, oh, well, some people don't have a lot of money to go out and get nice things, so we'll make this cheap clothing that will be mass produced and mass bought to be tossed away. And it just, you shouldn't support that. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, whatever. I cannot tell you what to do. But personally, I just think that it's way better to thrift your clothing and to make those large impacts and actually recycle. Ooh, our dogs are running around a bit. Little Soxy's getting a little worried. They're very excited. I'm so sorry if you can hear them running around. You can see your little face though. But if you say that you're going to make an impact, then actually do it. You don't have to do these huge things. Like I said, it starts small and encourage your friends to do these things. And as it builds, it will make a difference. And I know that some people don't think that, oh, I'm one person, how much of a difference can I make? It does help. Because if we have billions of people saying, oh, well, by myself I can't make that difference, so I'm not even going to bother. So many people are saying that. And thus, all these people that could make that difference aren't because they think it doesn't matter. But together, if they all do, it does make that difference. So, definitely try little things. Don't bite off more than you can chew. And if you can't afford to do certain things, then don't put your food money on the line. If you feel like you have to go to Walmart or these cheap companies and get clothing, then that's okay. If you can't, make that commitment. But just try, like, check out your local thrift stores. You'll be surprised at how cheap you can get really good clothing to recycle, and it does help. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy seeing Soxy, and please tell me what you think. And I'm sorry if I came off as a little condescending, but it is important to me, and I want it to be important to you. So I will make more videos about this topic, and I will show you different methods of sustainability. I'll take you thrifting with me, and I'll make certain things with you. And so please stick around. I hope you enjoyed this video. So please comment what you think, and like and subscribe. And thank you for hanging out with me. See you later.